Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am officially almost 32 weeks pregnant, which is so crazy. This pregnancy is flying by and I just wanted to film an updated pregnancy, labor questions, all of that stuff, Q&A before, baby month gets here. So it's officially June right now and then my due date is July 29th. So I feel like June and July are just gonna go by so quickly as we're prepping for baby. I'm in our new house right now, so sorry if it's a little echoey. There's obviously no furniture and stuff in here. I just love filming in here so much more already than our apartment and stuff. It's so bright in here, it's so much more cozy. And yeah, let's just get right on into the Q&A. First question is, what is your dream birth plan? And I feel like you can always have a plan, but you never know what's gonna happen until you're literally there. I feel like so many people who have had babies are like, well, I was planning on doing this and then this happened and this happened. But it is good to have a plan. So my plan is to, whenever my water breaks, I'm hoping that I just go into labor naturally. But if he is not here past July 30th, I think I would be open to getting induced because we just would want him here, and I feel like at 40 weeks I'd be like, yeah, let's get induced. But the plan would obviously be for my water to break on its own before the due date, and then I am planning on getting an epidural. I feel like natural birth is something that I really considered before I was pregnant, and then once I got pregnant and really thought about pushing a baby out, I was like, no, I have to get an epidural. I have one of the lowest pain tolerances in the world, I swear. Definitely gonna get an epidural. Yeah, and then planning on a vaginal birth. I'm hoping I don't have to have a C-section. Obviously, if something were wrong and they really needed to do that, obviously I'd be like, yes, go ahead. I just want him to come out healthy, and however is gonna be the easiest for him to be born. But my plan is a vaginal birth with an epidural. I feel like that's it for my dream birth plan. My dream would be that he would come at 38 weeks, sometime the 38 weeks. I would love that, even 39. I just kind of want him to be here a little early. Yeah, that's not really my birth plan, but that's just my dream of how it would happen. Next question is, what prenatals do you take? So I actually have been taking two. I took some in the beginning and then now I've switched, but I did the Ritual ones and then also Nature Made, and I really like both of those. I don't really have any complaints about them or anything. But yeah, those are the two that I've been taking and they worked super well. And I feel like in the first trimester, my skin was breaking out so bad, which is another reason that I kind of thought I was having a girl because of the old wives' tale. I think once my prenatals really got into my system, my skin started clearing up so well, which was just really nice. And then also someone asked, how do you get your daily vegetable intake? Do you take green powder? So I wanted to answer that with the prenatal question, because yes, I do. I take the Clean Simple Eats greens. I actually have a discount code or link or something, so I'll put that down in the description. But I love the Clean Simple Eats greens, and even if I do get enough greens in the day, with salads and stuff, I still take the greens just because, I don't know, I just want to make sure I have enough. My favorite flavor of the greens is the tropical ones. Johnny doesn't like the tropical. He likes the green apple the best, but I like the tropical. So I was gonna say, if you're gonna try it out for the first time, you should get the tropical, but maybe not for everyone, I don't know. That's just my favorite. What are you looking forward to most in motherhood? The first thing that I'm really excited about, it's not motherhood, but I'm just so excited to see what he's gonna look like, because he's gonna be half of me and half of my husband, and that's just so cute. And I can't wait to see what he looks like and what features he got from each of us. But as far as motherhood, I'm just so excited to have a little best friend. I always wanted a baby boy, and I just know that we're gonna be the best of friends. Just building that mother-son relationship with him and doing things with him, only moms get to do, and experiencing all of his firsts. I feel that I'm really excited for, because you kind of get to see the world and life through a new pair of eyes, because you're kind of seeing it how your kid is seeing it, and everything's gonna be so new to him, and he's just gonna be in awe of everything. And I feel that's just a really cool perspective, to be able to watch someone else experiencing and seeing so many new things for the first time, and that's just so fun. I'm also just very excited to teach him new things and just like learn things with him too, and do new hobbies and stuff. And I'm just excited for our little family, like little golf trips. I know that Johnny's very excited for him to be able to go golfing with him, so I'm sure that I'll go and like ride along. Just like little beach days with our family. It's gonna be so fun. A lot of people were asking how close we would want our kids in age, and if we were gonna have like our next kid super close to this baby boy. And I think like the plan that we have kind of come up with is that when he is 2, we will start trying for the next one. So then by the time I get pregnant and the baby will be born, he would be right around 3 years old. So they would be like 3 years apart. But then we want 3 kids in total. And so then I think the next 2 kids I will probably do a little bit closer together, but just because he wasn't planned and we weren't planning on starting our family so soon, I don't think that we would want to like add another kid into the mix so soon. So we just want to soak up our time with him, and then maybe in a few years like start trying and thinking about other kids. I don't want them to be too far apart because I just don't want like a super big age gap in between our first kid and then the rest of our kids. I wouldn't love that. So I feel like 3 years would be a good age, and then the next 2 will probably be a little bit closer together. Someone asked, just found out I'm pregnant at 23 and I'm terrified. Was yours expected, and how did you deal? So if you're new here and like haven't seen any of our other videos, and no, we were not trying for a baby, and we were very, very shocked that we were pregnant. So obviously the initial shock, I was like, no, this is not happening to me. I'm not pregnant. Like the test is messed up. Something crazy has happened. And I was just like not really in denial, but I just remember sitting there being like, this is not real life. It just did not feel real. And then actually the night that we found out, we were going over to our friend's house later, and I didn't want to like cancel because there wasn't really, I mean, yes, we just found out we were pregnant, but I didn't want to be suspicious and be like, oh, we can't come, and I don't know. So we still went, and like we obviously didn't tell them right away because we were still processing it. I feel like just like not talking about it, I was like, yeah, that wasn't real, like, you know. And then the next day when I woke up and I was like, okay, I am literally pregnant. And so I was trying to just like process all of the emotions and everything. Obviously the timeline for processing the emotions and everything is going to be so different for everyone, because that's just a very crazy thing to find out, especially if you're not planning on getting pregnant and then you find out you are, and you're just like, oh my gosh, my life is completely changing and like I wasn't even expecting this. But I feel like for me, something that just really helped me through it was like, this would not be happening to me if it weren't God's plan for my life. He already knows that I'm pregnant, and he already knew when I was gonna get pregnant, and like nothing is a surprise to God at all. And so that was just very comforting to me. I was like, wait, this was already a part of my life plan and a part of me and Johnny's story. It's okay, like everything is gonna be just fine. And the kind of nice thing about pregnancy is that you are pregnant for 9 months, so you actually have a lot of time to get things figured out. And it's not like you find out you're pregnant and then your baby's coming literally that next day. The day that I found out I was pregnant seems like forever ago. Like it was in November. I'm pretty sure November 20th was the day that we found out. That seems so long ago, and we've had so much time to prep and plan and figure things out and figure out how we're gonna go about this. And so you really do have a lot of time to plan and process everything. But if you found out that you're pregnant and you weren't trying for a baby, just remember that it's all a part of your life plan, and this is God's plan for your life. Nothing is a surprise, and this baby is going to change your life for the better, and it's going to be amazing. How did you deal with your body changing? I'm in my 2nd trimester and struggling. I am also struggling, so I feel like you're not alone. I feel like that is a very common thing, especially if your pregnancy was unplanned, or even if it was planned. It's so interesting, and like, I don't know, just seeing your body change so much. Because for me, something that had happened like right away was that my boobs got so much bigger, which is like kind of why I thought I was just starting my period, because they did tend to get a little bit bigger before it was like a period symptom that I had. But they got big instantly just way bigger. Like, I'm not kidding, like tripled in size. And so I was like, what the heck? Because I was someone who didn't even have to wear a bra, and so like having really big boobs and having to wear a bra, that was just like a huge shock right there. And I was like, what the heck? Like, these things are heavy. But it is really hard, I feel like, to see your body changing so much when you just kind of like don't feel like yourself. And that's okay, because at the moment you're not yourself. You are you and your baby, and like you just have to remember that you are growing a human being. So obviously you're gonna look different, and I just keep telling myself, if I looked the exact same as I did before I got pregnant, my baby would not be healthy. He would be literally this big. Your body has to change to be able to grow your baby normally and healthy. When your baby is here, and after you've had your baby, then you can work on like getting your body back, whatever that looks like for you. But for right now, your main focus is growing your baby and making sure that you're healthy, your baby is healthy. And honestly, it's just like, don't even look at how much weight you're gaining, because I swear every time I step on that scale at the freaking OB appointments, I'm like, this is my face. What? I've never weighed this much in my entire life. And then I'm like, okay, I have a literal baby sitting inside of me, and my boobs are triple the size. Of course, my body is gonna be different, and I'm gonna weigh a lot more. I would truly just try to embrace all of the changes. Just when you look in the mirror and see yourself and you don't look like yourself, remember, I'm growing my baby, and that's why I don't look exactly like myself, because I'm not myself right now. I'm kind of like two people. Are you going to film a birth vlog? So I definitely want to film something, because no one's going to be in the hospital with us. It's just going to be me and Johnny. And so I know like our parents are going to want to not see me like down there, but they're going to want to like see what was happening in the room and stuff. So I definitely want to film something. I just don't know how much of it will get posted on the internet, but I do want to film and post something, because I just think birth is such a magical thing, and not everyone gets to experience it. And for people like me who are pregnant and you're kind of scared maybe of giving birth or something, it's kind of comforting to watch other people's birth videos. So I definitely want to post something. I'm just not 100% sure what's going to get posted on the internet right now. Just found out I'm pregnant. Any top things you're glad that you did? I feel like as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I started taking prenatals as soon as I ordered them and they came. So that's something I would definitely encourage you to do, just because your baby really does need all those vitamins and stuff, and so do you, because your baby is like taking so much from you. So just making sure that you're getting everything that you need inside of you. And then if you are able and your body allows you, I would continue to still work out, be super active, like as active as you are before you were pregnant. Try to do that throughout your pregnancy, because I do feel like it's helped. I am getting to the point right now where it's like thinking about going to the gym makes me, I dread it so much, and I'm like, I don't have any energy. I'm just gonna be so out of breath. Just doing little normal everyday things already takes it out of me. So I'm like, I can't even go to the gym right now. But I kept working out throughout my first and second trimesters completely, and I'm only a few weeks into my third trimester, but I'm still trying to work out. So I used to work out like 4 to 5 times a week, and now in my third trimester it's like maybe 3 times a week, because I'm also doing so much stuff at the house here, and then after we do all the stuff here for the day, I can't even fathom of going to the gym and like doing more cardio or something. But I feel like cardio workouts and cycling classes and some like a little bit of weightlifting is what I did throughout the first and second, and that I want to continue doing into the third. And I've also heard that working out throughout your pregnancy makes your labor and delivery go smoother, and that's what I want. It's a very smooth labor and delivery, so that's why I want to keep doing cardio and stuff, so that I just want everything to be as smooth as possible. Do you plan on working while being a new mom, and feels about this? This is kind of an interesting question and topic for me, because I do kind of make my own schedule in a way. It's like I'm controlling how much money I'm making and how much work I have and stuff. And when we first found out we were pregnant and stuff, I had told my manager, when the baby's here, I'm not working for like 6 weeks. Like, I don't want any brand deals this whole time. I just want to be really focused on the baby and his health, and I'm just not working. And then now I have already accepted 2 brand deals for the month of August. And so like I already have work to be done then, but I'm definitely taking on less, like especially August and probably into September a little bit, just because I want my body to be able to recover smoothly. And we're gonna have family in town visiting the baby, and like as soon as he's born, I just don't want to be on my phone and my laptop all the time. I just want to be with him and focus on him, and because I know that the newborn stage is so fleeting, and when it's gone, and I don't want to miss anything because I was like working when I do get to make my own schedule. So I feel like since I do have that privilege, I shouldn't like take that lightly, and I should sort of allow myself that time to be with him. But I think I will definitely be posting on Instagram less and on YouTube a little bit less for the first few months that he is here, and then I will try to get back into full swing of that. The last question is, will you show him on social media? This is such a tough topic, especially in today's world with all the like creepers out there. Just like thinking about people having photos and like knowledge about my baby is a very weird thing, because it is also what I do for work, and I share and post about my life, and so I don't want my kid to be some like foreign thing that I just never talk about or show or anything. So I think definitely when he's a baby, I will post photos of him and talk about him and stuff, and then as he gets older, me and Johnny will probably reevaluate and see how much we want to share. And I feel like that's kind of a very common thing that influencers are doing nowadays, is like showing them when they are a baby, but then when they are getting a little bit older and having more of a personality, just like kind of showing them less and less. Especially if I'm still doing this when he is like in elementary school and stuff, I just don't want his friends to, I don't know, like that's such a weird thing, and his friends are like, oh, I saw your mom post this, and I don't know, it's like, it's such a weird thing, and I feel like I don't know because he's not here, and like I'm not posting anything yet, and I'm not getting any rude or weird DMs yet, but when he's here, I think it will be easier for me to kind of judge like how much I want to share and how much I want to post, or like what we just want to keep private to us. So that is all the questions that I have for this Q&A, but I did want to touch on like one more thing and just say, if you guys know me or have been following for a while, my literal biggest fear is giving birth. I don't know if other people feel this way, and if it's more comforting to know that like people out there are really scared of having a baby, but I am just like actually terrified to push a baby out of me. It's always been one of my biggest fears. Like even when I was younger, I was like, I'm so scared to have a baby. Like the thought of it would like, it just did not sit well with me. And so now that it's approaching, I feel like my whole pregnancy I've kind of just been ignoring it and being like, yeah, I'll worry about it when it comes, because I don't want to be stressing about that for 9 months when he's not even going to be born until late July. But now his birth like date is quickly approaching, and I am a little bit scared. So I was just gonna say, if you're also feeling like that, you're not alone. And I just want to remind you that our bodies are made to give birth and to have babies. That's the way that we were designed. And so everything is gonna be okay if you trust your doctors and tell them like, this is my birth plan, this is what I wanna do, then everything is gonna be just fine. But to prep for labor, I am gonna start drinking the raspberry tea that I've been seeing so many people talk about. And then also I'm gonna start eating dates, I think every single day is what you're supposed to do. And I've heard that those both kind of help like with labor, and the dates I think like soften your cervix is the logic behind eating those. And so I'm gonna be doing both of those things, and yeah, just trying to get this baby out without tearing. That's like my biggest fear. I'm like, please do not let me tear. I do not want to tear. But obviously at the end of the day, whatever needs to happen for him to have a healthy birth, that's what's gonna happen. Thank you guys so much for writing in your questions. If you want to be a part of that next time, I always do the little question box things on my Instagram, so be sure to follow over there and stay tuned for more baby updates and house updates. We have a lot of fun, exciting things happening, and we actually are going on vacation in just a few weeks, so stay tuned for my packing video for that and all the fun things. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!